Hello everyone, back again. Today I'm going to play with distress oxides. You can do with these oxides almost anything that you can do with distress inks also, but the distress inks are very vibrant of color and they do behave a bit different than these oxides. You'll see what it does and I will talk you through it. I'm still playing and getting used to what I can do with them, but really enjoying them. Chose regular stamping paper and some watercolor papers just to pick up the leftover oxides on my craft mat. And I'm just going to do the same thing that I do with distress inks. Create different kinds of backgrounds and well, try blend a few colors. The beauty of this is that when you dry it and wet it again and dry it again, it gives a very nice marbled effect, and you can see it's very pastel-like. I'm really liking the way this goes and blends with each other. If you dried it and you go in with another color, as you can see here, it will overlap the color that's already on the page, so really liking it. You can see it, so the yellow is very vibrant, and then when I dry it, it's toned down a lot, and I'm going in with blue, and you see a bit green and blue shining through, and that's just how I play. I find that if I go on too long, it will become muddy, so I need to learn when to stop. Really liking this. I usually create a lot of these backgrounds, and that's just keep them close by when I need to create a card or something. Ready to go backgrounds, always handy. Now doing several papers just to create a batch. This is a yellow and a red one, and then I'm going to cover it with a blue because I really think it looks like rust and I really like that. Now that was a bit of stenciling that I did with distress oxide, and now I am going in with the stencil and spraying water and dabbing it with the tissue. By the way, I don't throw away the tissues because they are so pretty with the oxides, so I'm going to use them for background. Also, then I chose this piece to work on, so just mapping out my card and then cutting it out to use it. And I'm going in with my favorite stencil, you know. Oh, that one I did with gesso, a heavy gesso through a stencil. Really liking that one as well. I'm gonna try and do that one next video or 2 videos later. Who knows? This is my favorite stencil, you know that by now, and I am using that one to put some distress oxide through with a sponge. And I thought that was way too bright. You can see how it covers the background, so that's what it does. It works quite well. Then I go in with just regular gesso to tone it down just a little bit, and I really like that effect, so I use gesso on the rest of that card as well, and it will take on the color of the oxides a little bit. So if it is very white, it will, when it dries, you will see that it takes on the color that's underneath it. Really liking that pastel look. Now, did another one. Of course I did another one. So reds, fossilized amber, and I think spice marmalade. Yes. Going in with the blue again. I really like that effect of that blue because it mixes with the yellow quite well to a nice green, a sea green, or something. How you call it? I don't know. Then going in with water, drying it until I'm satisfied, and then I'm stamping with fossilized amber. This is a very nice background stamp, and just press it down on the pad and then on your page or whatever you're working on. And I do the same with the other steps that you see here. I think it's a Tim Holtz one and the Finnebar one. Then I'm going in with this blue through a stencil, just a little, and then I go over it with the gesso. I did cut it out of the video, just toning it down, and then I decided to use this piece of paper for my final card. And during this whole process I made another card, and I'm gonna, with Viva Las Vegas stamps, and I'm gonna show that one next week or so. So I'm just stamping my favorite stamp at this moment, Dina Wakley face. I really like this face. You've seen a lot of projects of me with this face. Well, on Instagram and Facebook. I cut that out as well. And then I am gluing it down. Of course, I color the edges with black. A little bit of faded jeans, watering it down a little because I wanted to see this numbers, and you see it's a nice resist. And then I am gluing the face down on my card, and I'm putting a black line around it, and it said she believes she could, so she did. I know, I love that black line. And then I'm choosing the sentiment that comes with the stamp set as well. And I am stamping that one down just with archival ink, and not thinking too much about the shape that I cut it in. And I tear the edge just to play with it a bit. Of course, inking up the edges, and then just a little bit of worn lipstick to make sure there's no white. And then I'm almost done, everyone. So just a simple card and some oxide play, and you'll see more of me with oxides because I love them a lot. I hope you like this card, and join me on Facebook if you like, or Instagram, and I'll see you next time.